Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Brad Hicks from the Chamber of Medford-Jackson County and Doug Patterson, the committee chair of Red, White, and Boom. Of course, we're talking about Red, White, and Boom, fellas. Brad, we'll start with you. Who's all involved this year? There's a lot going on.
Well, there are a lot of people involved. Doug, of course, is the chair of the committee, but we've got a committee full of people from a number of organizations, chamber members, that have either been sponsors or they just care about this event and they love 4th of July.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty good sized committee, and then hopefully 8,000 to 10,000 people that like fireworks show up are involved too.
Cross your fingers, man. It's 4th of July. You don't know if people are going to show up for fireworks.
They seem to. Yeah, we've been fortunate, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Doug, you have been involved in this in years past, but you're the committee chair this year. Tell us what's new this year. What can people expect out there?
Obviously the same great fireworks show, but what's new is we have some new bands, 5 bands, 4 of them that have never played at this event before.
Oh, cool.
And what's great is we selected a couple of them from a contest, bands, several different bands basically tried out, and 2 were selected, so it's going to be a new lineup, and it's going to be a great lineup. It's going to be a very good family entertainment.
Yeah, and what time do things kick off?
Well, it depends on exactly what you're talking about.
Well, okay, let me be more specific. Forgive me. Okay, so fireworks. I'm going to assume those are going to happen when it's dark. Yeah. But what time can people show up? That word of advice. Sorry, amateur hour right here. Let me just throw that out there.
Well, the gates open at 5, and there are activities that sort of happen from the time that gates open until the fireworks, which is obviously the star of the show.
Sure.
But there's a sponsor dinner, and that's at 6:30, and there's some various other things, some kid games, and I think there's some face painting and that sort of, 4th of July family stuff.
Yeah.
What time?
The first band starts at 5:30.
Okay, there you go.
So the entertainment starts at 5:30 and runs for hours from there. Okay, and the event is free, right, Doug?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful.
Yep, it's a give back from the chamber and chamber members to the community.
That's awesome. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, guys. Much more in a moment.
Sure.
Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to hear with Brad Hicks and Doug Patterson talking about Red, White, and Boom coming up, of course, this Thursday. Brad, this is a huge event. You got thousands there and so many more outside the facility, the Jackson County Expo, watching. How do you guys put this on?
Well, we don't necessarily put it. Doug and I don't put it on. There are many sponsors, and we can't thank them all because there are a lot of them that contribute to this effort. And it's a free gift back to the community from chamber members. But I have to particularly say thank you to the City of Central Point and to Red Robin. They have been our premier sponsors, and they really make it happen, don't you think?
Oh, exactly.
They lay the financial foundation for us to go out and get other sponsorships and to get started early. Paying for fireworks and Gatorade and
you got to hydrate people.
Right.
We all know how hot it is right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Doug, when talking about this event, one of the cool things, as I briefly mentioned, is that people outside the expo can be a part of this, but they can also listen in, right?
Right. Exactly. The fireworks show is choreographed to music, and those inside the venue will be able to hear it over the sound system. But also, if you're outside in your car, you can tune to 95.7 KBOI and listen. So it's all patriotic music, and it's going to be an awesome show.
Yeah, and Brad, you guys are doing something this year involving cleanup. I know I can only imagine what a big project that is. But tell us what you guys are doing.
Yeah, last year, even though I could say I thought it was much ado about nothing. If you have a big event, you make a mess. People make a mess, and you clean it up. And certainly we had plans for that. But I would just encourage residents to be mindful of other people's property. It's kind of one of those kindergarten things. People made messes in private businesses and organizations, particularly in Central Point, and we're setting up some dumpsters and trash cans and things like that. Okay. It's just leave your campsite better than you found it, I guess would be
just pick up, wherever you stop to watch the show, pick up after yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Thousands of people watch this from one end of the valley to the other that are not at the expo.
Yeah.
And, if you just pick up your pop cans and the aftermath of your snakes you've left,
Yeah,
you've
whatever
burned
you
up
got
on the
going
ground.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, and Doug, this event, a lot of people show up for this. How early do you think people should come out? Because those seats go quick, I would imagine.
Well, there's a lot of festivities throughout the day, but the gates open at 5. Feel free to be there at 5, a little bit earlier if you really want to get
that
the
primo
best
seat.
Yeah, the primo seat up on the lawn at the amphitheater. But anytime they can come, that would be great. But the show starts, the bands start at 5:30.
Okay, all right, and then fireworks sometime around 10ish.
About 10ish, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get it kicked off around 9:30ish with the national anthem, etc.
Yeah.
And then we'll kick it into the fireworks.
Great way to start things off. And if anybody wants to read up or anything, check out in the event details. They can find a link from your website.
Go to the Chamber's website, medfordchamber.com, and then click on the Red, White, and Boom link. There's also posters out there, and then sponsors have some of the additional information available. But the simplest thing for people to do would be to either call the Chamber or to go to the Chamber website.
I'll look forward to it. And it's going to be another great show.
It will be.
All right, thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brad. Doug, great to see you. Thanks
Thank you.
for coming in. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.